Hi everyone, welcome to this lecture. In the particular lecture, we actually discuss about the while loops. If you attend the previous some lectures, then you must know about this. Okay, we actually discussed already if else statement and switch case statement. What we discussed and what is the agenda of this particular lecture, let's discuss about that. So in this particular lecture, we first discuss about the why we need the loops and how to loops comes into the picture, and then discuss about the what type of loop, and third, which is very important, is what is actually while loop. We actually solve the problem related to while loop, one or two problem, and in next lecture particularly we discuss about the some problems related to while loop. This is the very basic but the very important for the beginners. So let's unnecessary further delay, let's start the lecture. So we start our lecture with a very basic problem, which is actually print the hello world. This is the problem. Yes, this is the level 0 of the problem, and we need to solve. And how to solve? So I already write a for your file in which line number 1, I already include the header file. In the second line, write the main function and write a string in the printf function. So what actually the function of printf? When the string or what I want to do, just print on the terminal side. Let's open the terminal. Wait for a while. I already have a terminal for you here. So gcc first.c, which actually file name. After the compile execute the file first.c, so we actually get the executable binary. So where you want to or what is the name? The name is the same like first and execute the binary. If you are a Linux user, then you can .c flag first. Otherwise, you can double click and execute the file. So simply see the hello world. Okay, nice. The problem start after this. I say, okay, you print the hello world at a one time, but I say print the hello world same exact hello world on the next line at least 5 times. I say, okay, that is a not good problem because we can copy and paste 5 times. So that is a very basic problem. I say, okay, I also know that about things. So, okay. Wait a minute. I always forget about this. Hello world will print the 8 times. So 6 times. That is also good. But I say this time, can you print the hello world 20 times, 30 times, 100 times, 1 million times? No. Yes, actually we can print the hello world, but that is not actually efficient method. Okay, why? Why I'm saying this is not efficient method? Because if you see the line number 6 to 12, which is actually 6 or 7 line, we're doing the same work. Yes, we're doing the same work again and again. Okay, here actually we broke the principle of the fundamental principle of the programming, which is also a dry principle. So what is the dry principle thing? Dry principle says don't repeat yourself. Don't repeat yourself. You are actually repeat yourself here. Line number 6, line number 7, execute. Exactly same. Ditto. Line number 9 to 12. That is actually breaking the principle. Now here actually loops come into the picture. So let's again move on the theory and see. So dry principle stands for don't repeat yourself. The principle actually suggests we should avoid writing the repetitive code. Okay. If you want to print the hello world 100 times, writing 100 instrument would be insufficient. Instead of we can use the loop to repeat the same code multiple times automatically. Very good. Yeah, that is good. So what is the loop? Loop is actually programming concept of phenomena, you can say. Whenever we actually do the sequential work or repetitive work again and again, or for a condition for a limited time, then actually we can use the loop. So loop basically have 3 types. First loop is the for loop, third is the while, second is the while loop, and the do while loop. In the other programming like JavaScript, TypeScript, or Python, we have a different type of loops like for each loop, for in loop. But in the C, we actually discuss about only the 3 types of loop. First loop is the while, do while, and the for loop. Okay, order is not matter. What I want to learn first, you can learn one. But we actually focus on the while loop. But it's okay. We learn actually while loop. We also solve the problem. But first understand why actually we need the loop. That is an important question for us because after using the loop, loops actually reduce our code repetition. Okay, you can remember this, but you don't see the practical code. Don't worry, I show you in the while. Next is a more readable and maintainable. Yes, that is okay and very good. This is the very important point. Why I'm saying this. Let's jump into the code and again understand. I write this code and print the hello world 6 times, but if this time I writing a very magical code which actually can print the 6 times hello world. Don't worry about this code because this code is a little bit advanced. But after this lecture, this is code. This is very easy for you. You can easily get in the 10 to 20 seconds. So let's wait for a while. In 10 is equals to, in the count is equals to 0. While count less than 6. Until then you can print the hello world. Don't worry about this code. Just keep patience. I teach you each and everything related to this programming language. Again, I press the control variable. Let's clear the terminal. Oh no, what is going on? Something is breaking. Let's clarify all the things first. So what happened? Don't worry. I'll just update. Again, I press the control. Yes. Clear the terminal. Yes, I actually printed. Wait, I can show you more about these things. Just print tab. Next line. Clear the terminal. Yes, we actually print the same times hello world, but using the little bit of code. This only little bit on line the 3 to 4 lines. It's actually magical code of the loops where actually 2 to 3 statements we need to write and we whatever want to do simply print. I show you one more thing. Just here come and put the 0 after the 6 and what you see. First let's clear the terminal. Yes, we actually print the hello world 60 times. That was the power of loop. So if you want to do 1 million times, then you only need to write 4 to 5 lines, nearly 4 to 5 lines, and you can print whatever you want to do, whatever you want to do, just come inside the while loop and whatever you want to do, just do. Okay, nice. If you observe one thing, you can 1 million times print these lines and also do the same work. I say yes, okay, you are right 100%. But this is also doing the same work. But understand one thing. If human tries to read this statement, this is a very trouble. Okay, but this is the very easy for a developer, for a human. Okay, machine can understand questions or syntax in any way, but humans cannot understand. Why? Like this. I remove the space this and run again. I run again. It's execute fine. It's clear. But what I'm going to say, machine can understand binary code, but human cannot understand. Okay, so always write in the good syntax and follow the good principles. Yep, that is why we use the loops. So first loop we actually discuss in the loop. Actually, this is the while loop. Okay. So what is the while loop? While loop says very basic things. You always need to start a process or end the process. Okay. In between, you give me the 3 things. Only give the 3 things. What are the 3 things? Initialization, second condition, and third update. Let's direct jump into the code and understand all the things very easily. Let's I remove or comment down all the things. And we can create one more file, I think. Second.c in the episode 12. Yes. Let's copy paste little bit things because we don't try to boilerplate code again and again. And write down the return 0. So what we need the 3 things? 3 things: initialization, condition, and update. So understand carefully. I write a loop in 10 equals to 0. Don't worry about this code. Don't worry. while n is less than 2 until you meet n plus plus and printf percent %d. Don't worry, I assume that you don't know about anything. That's why I'm going to basic to basic. Understand carefully one thing. What I want to do, just come inside of the code. That is okay. But who initialized your loop? Who initialized your loop? That is the first thing. So here initializing actually n here. What actually inside the while? That is actually condition. Now what condition say? Condition always one thing. So remember three things. You need to always write down the first initialization. Who actually initiate your loop? Second thing, condition. You put condition here and here you write the code of block. One thing understand carefully. While loop only runs when condition is a true. Okay. While loop runs only when condition is true. Otherwise, this is not running. Okay. Third thing is who update the initial condition. Initial variable. Why we need these things? Understand carefully. We go on a direct option and understand why the absolute true. Okay, why we need all these things. So just wait for a while. I open this and write down here. What I write down? Okay, we want to print n natural numbers. Okay, then what is the need? First, we initiate our loop. I say int count is equals to 0. Okay, that is okay. Then we write the while loop and here write the condition. Condition. And here is actually print the number. There is a very basic. I write the pseudocode. Understand carefully. You want to print the n natural number. So what's happened when we actually wait a while. Yes. Carefully understand things because this is important. Because if you don't understand the loops, then you are always stuck in the big problems. Yes, that is sure. Not this signal. Yes. What happened when count is equal to 0? Count equals to 0. Then what is the condition? Condition is very basic things. We only need to check count is the n or not, less than equals to n or not. That is the very basic things. And what is then? N is actually like 3. And this time we choose the n to 3. So count equals 0 and while wants to enter this loop. But first check the condition. Condition, what is the say? Condition says 0 less than equals to 3. Let's count initialize by 1. 1. So 1 less than equals to 3. I say yes. Then actually we print the number. Now what is our number? Print count. Yes. And the next time. What is the next? Count again 0. And this time count is also 0. Sorry, 1. Then 1 less than equals to 3. I say yes, this is the same. Then print again the 1. Yes. Again what we do? Count is equals to 1. At this time also. And condition, what is the condition? Less than equals to 3. I say yes. And print the 1. If you carefully observe one thing, we actually again and again print 1. If you don't believe on my, just jump into the VS Code and understand carefully. Write the same syntax actually. Okay. So let's remove this int and not n, count is equals to 1 while n less than equals to 3 and less than equals to 3 until what you do, just printf the n, not n counter. And here is also counter count. Yes, this is the loop, not count. That is it. Yes, but that is also count. Yeah. Let's execute the file this. So file name is with second.c. Where you want to output in the same directory by the name of second. Let's execute the binary. This is going to infinite loop. Why? Because our code save. This is the infinite loop. Why? Because always and always print the 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. And at end of the time, the system must be crashed. So that is the infinite loop. Okay, I think already discussed about the loop theory section. So wait for a while. I'll tell you one more thing. Where I write the, I think I don't forget what I write. I remember. Yes. Yes, this is the code for the infinite loop. Okay. Why this is the code for the infinite loop? Because I is not increment here. I must be increment. So this is the infinite loop. Let's correct the spelling. Infinite loop. So whenever you write the code, if you are using the loop, never ever try to write infinite code, because this can break your entire system. So what you do? Simple. This is the simple. Outlook. You say count is equals to 1. I say yes. 1 less than equals to 3. I also say yes, this is the condition true. Then you actually print the number. I say yeah, you are right 100%. But whenever you enter again in the loop, then you initiate, update your initial variable. So what is the initial variable? Our count. So we actually update our count. Count is equals to count plus 1. It means count is equals to 2. Yes. So count is equals to 2. And 2 is the less than equal to 3. I say yes. It means you need to print count, which is actually 2. And next time count is equals to 2? No, because count is an increment according to our code. Put count plus plus, it means count is equals to 3, and 3 less than equals to 3. I say yes. Then simply print the count. And what is the terminal on the? This time is 3. Again increment the count. Count plus plus, it means we have a count at this time 4. I say yes. Is 4 less than or equal to 3? No, this is not true. 4 is not less than or equals to 3. It means we break the loop and come outside of this loop. It means what is our output? 1, 2, 3. Only this. Let's directly jump into the code and test it out. So this is second.c. We print the count and increase the count by 1. Let's again go in the best and clear the terminal. 1, 2, 3. Yes, that is nice. Okay, it's okay. Can we write the 30 here? We say yes. It means what is the output? 1 to 30. Natural number print. 1 to 30. All things are correct. So this is the power of the loop. You can understand finally. Okay, what is the loop? Why we use the loops? What is the while loop? Where we write the conditions? How to update? How to initialize the loop? These are very basic things, but these are very, very, very important. Let's direct jump into the theory and discuss about the more things. Let's write down this code and direct into this. Let's paste. I think We are too much writing. Int man, remove the int man, and return 0. And 120. Second dot C. Oh ho. Why? What is the error? Say the count is already defined. Then why you need to define? That is the correct thing. Okay. Let's remove this. Count. Where is the n? We don't define the n, but we taken from the track. Good. Let's clear the terminal. Print hello world. How many times you print hello world? I said 10 times. But don't print. Okay. Again press the control Z. This is very bad habit. First remove this. We don't need of this. And second thing, we don't need of this thing also. That is okay. And print count is equals to 0. Okay. How many times you want to print hello world? I said 10 times. Then 10 times print. At this time I say 100 times. 1000 times. It will be 1000 times hello world. This is the power of the loops. That is why we use the loops. Very good. I think you can read about the PDF and then you clearly understand this lecture. Very good. We discussed about, I think, infinite loop we already discussed. Yes. This is the very important part. What is the common mistake in the while loops when we generally write? First, forgetting to update the loop variable. That's why infinite loop occurs. We already seen. We don't write the I++. There is code. Wait a minute. Write the code, I forget, I think. Yes, this is our code. And we actually don't write the count plus plus. That is why count infinite loop is occurring. But after that time we write the count plus plus and solve this problem with zero. So you can write this table. Sorry, see the table and understand all the things carefully. Okay, this is the real time analogy. What is the example here? Using the washing machine, where we actually set the timer of 30 minutes, 25 minutes and say the, okay, you need to run continuously 25 minutes until the time reaches the 0. And when actually time reaches the 0, you immediately stop your machine or whatever your process. So this is the, okay. But I want to go in a next example. This is very important. And I think 1 or 2 examples from the assignment. And in next lecture, I already written for your practice version. So let this and come to the try run and guess the output. So this is the code and try to guess what is our correct output. So initially the x is equal to 5. We say yes. And after that, check 5 is greater than 0. Wait a minute. I put I think I can put this. Yes. 5 is greater than 0. I say yes. Then why not you come into the loop? I say, okay, don't worry. I come inside the loop and print. And print. What is the print? I print the 5. And at this time, what is the x value? X value actually 3. Why? Because I do x minus 2. It means x is equals to 5 minus 2. Here actually x become the 3. So tell me, 3 is the greater than 0? I say yes. It means you print the x. Okay. So here you print the 3. And x is equals to 3 minus 2. It means x actually greater than 0. I say yes. Why? Because x is here 1. Where x is 1. It means you need to print the x. So print the 1. Now after that, x become 1. 1 minus 1 minus 1. 1 minus 2 actually minus 1. And we check here minus 1 If the greater than 0, I say no, it means don't print the result. So what is our actual output final? Our output final actually very easy. First is the 5, we print the 5, and decrease by the 2, then print 3. 3 minus 2 into 1, then we stop. Okay, so what we do? We actually can copy the code here, and this is the print of this snippet. Okay, nice. And let's execute the file. Enter how many times? Yes, 100 times. 531 you can see is the error. Now what is our actual output? Is also 531. I hope you understand all the things related to loop. I know some is a little bit advanced for some users, but it's also okay, because in the next time lecture we first revision, I think 10 to 15 minutes give to revision, then afterward we actually discuss about the assignment. Let's understand for the assignment where you can find the assignment, GitHub repository and all the related stuff. So this is the assignment for you. I know I put the many problems, I think 9 to 10 problems, but you don't need to solve it at one at a time. You 2 to 3 problems you can easily solve. And if you don't solve all the problems or you stop in between the codes, you can simply ping me on the Discord. Otherwise, just wait for the next lecture. I uploaded 2 lectures in a week. And this is about the GitHub repository. So just wait for Y, Control KW, Control B. So I already opened a GitHub repository for you. You can check out the description of this video where you find the GitHub link of my profile, and the top of you can find out the course C programming course 2025, where I uploaded all the lectures related to this, and all the lectures in the video format, and the PDF in the assignment in the PDF format. And notes, we don't upload the notes because we don't write the notes.